It's the latest direction the government's looking at going in to tackle one of the thorniest issues it faces, housing asylum seekers. Military sites are now being considered instead of the hotels that have become the focus of protest after protest, most notably in Epping over the summer. As we move into autumn, the Prime Minister says he wants to bring forward plans to close all asylum hotels by the end of this Parliament.
Well, the number of asylum hotels, thankfully, is beginning to come down. The reason that we've got so many asylum hotels is because the Conservatives basically gave up on processing applications when they were in power for 14 years. But of course, I wish every success to Shabana Mahmood in her new role within the Home Office.
Underlining the scale of the challenge the new Home Secretary faces, it's estimated 1,000 people arrived in the UK by small boat yesterday, the highest daily total since May. Previous governments have tried using military sites to bring numbers down, and that didn't come without protests either. Napier Barracks in Kent has been described by a judge as squalid, yet it's housed asylum seekers since 2020. We spoke to a former asylum seeker called Irfan, who's now settled and working in the UK, but stayed at the barracks after escaping persecution in his home country.
It was very cramped. We used to share, each building had 2 toilets, 2 showers for 30 to 40 people, so it was not very hygienic. The place was very run down. It's 3 to 4 years ago, but it's very still fresh in my mind.
How do you feel about the government looking at using military sites to house asylum seekers?
It's very upsetting because, the basic human needs, apart from that, dignity and decency of any human, that place is contradictory to those needs, those basic needs.
Do you feel that asylum seekers are being weaponised?
Yes. That's how I think they need someone to blame for what they are finding hard to manage and control.
Controlling immigration was central at Reform's party conference. Nigel Farage wants to detain and deport all migrants who arrive in the UK illegally.
He doesn't have a plan. We're working on one. We've already come out with policies around borders where we know we made mistakes. But we're learning from them. But what I see is Labour and Nigel Farage making bigger mistakes than the ones we did, and they will run into trouble.
Week 2 of Keir Starmer's so-called Phase 2 of government will see a reshuffled cabinet meet for the first time. It is arguably the Home Secretary who has the toughest in tray of all.